certain songs you get the lyrical side on, and sometimes you get the braggadocious.
Yeah.
But right now, like when I listen to Paper Route Frank, like every other day for sure. So I'm listening. The joints I'm listening to is That's How, Repeat, Whole Train, Always. I let Roster come on. I ain't crazy though. I ain't a Gucci fan, so I really like. I literally won't listen to a song with Gucci because I'm not a Gucci fan.
Yeah.
His rhyming seems so simple to me. Like 2 Chainz, people think 2 Chainz rap simple. He's so intricate what 2 Chainz be doing.
Right.
So
you think that Dolph is more lyrical than Gucci?
yes,
And you say that with a straight face.
with a straight face.
All right. Are we recording?
Yeah.
All right.
Cause you can't go
Challenge.
you can't go off like you gotta listen to B-sides.
I don't know. Dolph go off sometime. Like it makes me. I used to be like, why don't you do that every time you rap? Like if you did that every time you rap, like you would be.
That's how I feel about Smoke My Weed. That's the other song I'm jamming hard off Paper Out Frank.
Yeah.
That's the club song. You asked what the club song is.
Yeah.
Smoke My Weed's the club song.
That's the club song.
But it sounds like another song to me. I can't figure out what song it sounds like, but it sounds like a club song to me.
Mm.
It sounds like another song. I'm like, man, I heard this song before, but that jam, bro.
Yeah.
Man. But that's what I've been listening to Dolph hard. I don't know why. I heard the paper because I try to give new rappers a listen. But bro, about 2-3 songs, I turn it off. Like I tried to go listen to Big Scar just to see what was the hype about. Why so many folks like I'm not a fan. I went and listened to his best songs. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what necessarily because he actually had a big fan base in Memphis, so I don't know what the fascination is.
he got a big fan base,
Yeah.
not necessarily in Memphis. Like yeah,
Yeah, he got a decent sized fan base. I just think, I think it's certain lingos and certain rap styles that float around in like juvenile and like jail. That
it's unpolished.
yeah, but like these cats be coming up with these certain little styles.
But his is not. Like if you listen to Big Scar, he just
It's a couple guys in the city that I done heard have that similar style. It's like that deep voice.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. It's like
I can't
and
hear
it's a
you.
couple guys that got it. And some of them do it well. Scar's one that did that particular style well, but it's just a different type of lingo.
I don't like these new styles.
What about like Lil Baby? You like Lil Baby
I
flow?
don't like Lil Baby.
You
I
don't
don't
like
like
Lil
Gunna.
Baby?
I don't like Lil Baby.
Gunna and Lil Baby probably two of my favorite.
Good for you.
Artists.
They're not mine.
Like
Nah. And I'm in a weird place about music because I don't like old school rap. I don't like bip bop. Like I don't like to hear that. So I don't want to hear no.
I ain't no joke.
Yeah.
I used to.
Well,
let the
I
mics
will
move.
listen to Rakim. Rakim is filthy with it, bro. Rakim's
Yeah.
still cold. He did a PSA freestyle recently.
Yeah,
Cold. He still got it.
Rakim is still
Like, because if you see Rakim rap, you see the Jay-Z lineage. You see it.
Yeah,
you know?
he son some people.
Like
definitely.
you see where the style came from.
Right.
These guys are not original.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but one person I've really been listening to a lot. I don't know if it's by the content or how they deliver the bars, but JT from City Girls. Man, she bumping.
You like JT?
Man, I love JT. She was right and said something. All of us love JT. Yes, I do, bro. And she ain't my type. Like, she's too voluptuous for me. But her bars.
That's like saying there's too much icing on that cake right
It-
there. I don't think I like that cake. Nigga, who don't like icing? You know what I'm talking about?
There is a thing. There could be too much icing on the cake, bro.
No,
I won't
sir.
touch it. Yes, it
I
can.
like it slathering falling off the side.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
There's no such thing.
Bro, it gotta be just enough ice. It can be. There is a thing.
So you like a little icing on your cake?
Yeah, like a little bit. Like
I like strawberries falling off the top and like
I don't need all that.
buttercream and
I don't need
like
that.
a whole lot of.
See, I'm a minimalist. I don't need all that.
Oh.
So but her, bruh.
I want my cholesterol high.
I
But I have to get through eating the cake.
But with JT, how she delivers it,
Yeah.
and what she delivering.
She is delivering prostitution.
No, she's
I
not.
hear it.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
I think she's delivering prostitution.
She leave no stone unturned.
That's what I'm talking
Bruh.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
So I've been listening to. I made a freaky gym workout mix, right?
You had to add JT to that.
So I put Lotto on there. I put now Lotto Nasty song. Then I got Rue, the original Nasty song first. Then her song. Then I got some more rap.
I hate that your playlists are OCD. I recently looked back at the playlist from your birthday party. I've never done that for anybody else, and I'll never do that again. Write down every single song in the order of the time frame that it's supposed to play.
Flowed.
It was nice.
It flowed.
It was nice. I kind of got off schedule at the end of the night, but everybody was drunk by the end.
Like
so
we literally went through
every
song I wanted played at my birthday.
At the particular time that he wanted it played.
Oh, he had a schedule.
He had a scheduled OCD ass playlist. It worked though. You know what I mean? I like it.
You wanna know what though? He called me like a week later, like, your playlist called.
So I used the early set. Like the early set he put some songs we put together for that. Cause I hadn't did an early set playlist.
So you did it for somebody else.
Yeah. And I love it. Like cause what it is I know once I play F and F and it's just the Beyonce joint that everybody's doing TikTok thing. I know it's certain songs that I'm gonna play that's gonna have people on the floor and dancing. I don't want to start off with them songs because it's gonna not kill the vibe, but you want a progression.
And that's what the playlist did though. It was a progression, and we literally went back and forth. I was like, "Nah, that's too hype right there. Let's move it here or what like that." But I love music that much and club that much that I can tell you like, you play this right here, you gonna have people dancing, or somebody gonna nod because the party is.
So okay, and we're leading into like different nightlife. We want to say Memphis, but a lot of your nightlife came in Jackson. Yeah. So what was some of your favorite spots to hit?
We only had a couple, bro. Like Jackson was weird. Like it's not really weird. The older I get, it's the same scenario.
It's college town.
A club come up 6 months, then 6 months later it's gone.
Yeah.
So we had Club Hollywood at first.
Yeah.
They're probably the ratchetest club in Jackson, but everybody loved it. That's where the college kids went.
Yeah.
That was on the tail end. That was on the early part of my forte of partying.
Yeah.
And then we got Aftermath.
Okay, yeah.
Aftermath.
Yeah.
Is where I became a man.
I grew hair on my chest.
I can't tell all the stories about Club Aftermath, but yeah. I got one from the very first day of Club Aftermath. But Club Aftermath, I literally partied there every day of the week.
Every day.
Every day.
What clubs did you hit in Memphis?
Really want to know that?
Yeah.
Because I was living in Jackson so much, and then after I came back to Memphis.
I ain't talking about pure passion.
I'm thinking like after I came back.
Off Democrat. What was the strip club on Democrat?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just asking. What was the junk? It was right across the street from Fed.
Ebony and Lace.
Ebony and Lace.
Yeah.
He knew
Man.
that.
So when I came back,
I threw some dollars. I threw a lot of dollars in Ebony and Lace. I'm talking about.
I wasn't no strip club guy then. I wasn't going to see the ballerinas at that point. But Silver Spoon had me in a chokehold, bro.
I used to hit the Spoon. Yo.
It was the vibe, bro. It was a party vibe. Towards the end, it got kind of thuggish a little bit. Where it was like when he laxed on the dress code and all that. Like folks don't remember Silver Spoon used to have a dress code. You couldn't come in there with no bull on.
Yeah.
And it was expected, it was professional crowd, and
Right.
that's why I vibe with it. But then before I really, so I would do Silver Spoon on Friday night, but I was working a lot, so I couldn't do Friday night. But I had Saturdays, and bruh, Club 152.
152.
I stayed in.
That was my spot
I don't know how I could afford going to the club
on Bill.
on Bill. I made
Block 2 or something, didn't it?
nah. There was haze down the street.
Yeah,
Purple haze down the
Haze
street.
down the street.
I don't know how I could afford the habits I had back then on the salary that I had back then.
I know one
Like, that-
of the managers. He used to give us wristbands. Like he would meet us outside and
Oh no,
give me
the economics
10,
of this.
10, 15 wristbands, and we go.
You
in
talking
like
about
15.
wristband? I think about the economics because back then I was smoking.
Yeah,
I was smoking squares.
Yeah.
So I had to have my Newports.
yeah.
Then I
To
got
get in the club, you had to have.
I got to have because I'm smoking me some Newports in the club. Then I got to have drinks. I got to have at least 2 drinks.
Yeah,
Got to pay to get in. Got to have some clothes. So I done went and bought the outfit to keep it 100%. Probably with the same pants but switched up the shirt.
yeah. You gotta switch the shirt up.
Yeah, that's probably, I was bachelor back then. All we doing was same pants, switch shirt. We probably had about 5 pair of jeans and just switching shirts.
Was you
up.
wearing baggy jeans then?
Probably
Long t-shirt.
No, we weren't button-ups then.
Y'all
shit.
weren't button up.
We still wearing button-ups because I was college preppy. So we,
Got you. Okay.
we still wearing
So
button-ups.
you wasn't Lil John the East Side Boys.
Nah. But I
Big chain.
ain't never been no baggy clothes wearing dude like
Yeah.
that. Like I always kind of like my clothes to fit. So I did have some Jabot, but my Jabos fit.
Yeah.
So then where was it? I got the outfit. Then I gotta get some gas. I was driving the F-150.
Yeah. True that.
That shit wasn't high back then.
But it felt hot in.
Yeah, it felt hot in.
Cause you remember $1.
Cigarettes were $3.
Cigarettes is like
But I
$8.
wasn't making the kind of money like that. I had an apartment in Deerfield. It was $687 back then.
Yeah.
And light bill, and I had a kid. I'm paying diapers. I'm like, bro, how could I afford
The
this?
struggle was happening.
Bro, but I would club it every Saturday. 150, yeah. Like
Living for the
pre-game before we got there drinking the worst of the liquor I could find. We were drinking what? It had to be some cheap vodka back then.
Y'all wasn't drinking like Blue Tie. You was on Belvedere. Was you on like an upscale vodka?
I'm low key bougie,
Yeah.
so we were probably scraping out money together to
to
get
get some goose.
Belvedere. We didn't. I like potato vodkas. I don't like wheat vodkas. So Belvedere is potato vodka. And if you judge me because I know my different vodkas, forget you. Like you need to know.
So I hadn't had Belvedere in a minute, and I was with my homeboy B Stein. Shout out to B Stein B, man. We went everywhere last year. We were in Dallas, and they didn't have the tequila that we like. So I think on the menu he was like, "Oh, they got Belvedere. Oh, we gonna drink Belvedere." I had forgot how hard Belvedere hits you in the face until I got outside, and I was like, "Oh, I'm lit." Like Belvedere do a whole different thing to you.
You know what I found out about white liquor recently?
Yes, that.
It doesn't make me sleepy.
Nah.
It does the reverse for me.
Yeah.
Like brown bring you down. Like that's a true statement.
Yeah.
Vodka had me wired.
Yeah.
I was making them for New Year's Eve. After everybody kind of left and I kind of settled down, I started making strawberry Long Island iced teas.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to sleep.
Ugh.
Vodka. I was like, I see why I'm a brown drinker. But I've been on this Long Island kick lately.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna go and get there. I'm gonna put 5 liquors in there and just go where I need to go.
That's wild.
But how about you? What was your club and spots?
Club and spots for me, I moved to East Memphis when I turned 18. And I was 5 streets down from D&D.
Oh my goodness.
I was in there every weekend. I'm talking about
I ain't never get D&D. Like I done rode through the parking lot and all that, being managed as a teenager.
D&D was
But I ain't never.
it was the biggest amount of people I have ever seen club together at the same time. Like, so it was 2 sides. You had the regular side, and then you had the mine, which was the other side. So, like when you walk into the bigger room, it might be like Lil Jon, the East Side Boys. I mean, like they going hard on some trap shit. You go over to the Mind, they might be playing reggae. Like you could just go switch vibes. So it was just like everybody was there. Like the Frats was there, Bougie folks, the gangsters. Like everybody came, and it wasn't like a whole lot of issues and problems. Everybody really came to have a good
crazy
time.
security, bro.
Yeah, security was dumb. But I mean, it was such a big place. Like stuff could have still popped off. You see what I'm saying? Like
The crazy thing about it, you'd think it was a black club.
well, you know, this is where I first saw the young entrepreneurs that are like really running things now. This is when Whoop, Devin Steele, what's my guy doing the Howard Q, Hypo, like R.I.P. Hypo, like it was the a lot of the
He had a
movers and
song
shakers.
pop off Denim and Diamond.
Because he
created that song for that.
Yeah.
No.
Man, because he was doing that on the mic, like MCing it like every week. So he was like the city's biggest MC.
Hyper on the mic.
Hypo on the mic, man.
And that birthed a lot of other dudes in Memphis to go on and do the same thing.
Well, you saw how other people got inspired, like DJ Spider-Man. He was on K97 and 107. Well, he was a Tommy dancer. The Tommy dancers would come through the club like how the Noops come through and do they like the Tommy dancers was like a dance group that just came to the club and wore the same like Tommy Hilfiger outfits like every weekend.
For real?
And they was dancing and they was like the hype of the club. It was like an experience like but you got to see because they was bringing everybody like
Was the city safer then?
I think so. I feel like it was like, you know, there were some things that probably happened and went down.
Because what they say is, you know, the sides can't get together, but in an environment like that, all the sides come together.
Well, and where you party it is like you can do something decent in Midtown right now. Well, East Memphis was like that then. So Mendenhall and Winchester was not the Mendenhall and Winchester that we know right now. Mm-hmm. Like it was a different environment in that area. It was a different kind of money in that area. And plus, you know, who owned the club had something to do with it too. So, you know, the location and everything. Now, if you had went on Brooks Road or some of them other places, you know, you might have dealt with a different environment.
616 Club 616 Premier Club, but Premier
Man.
came afterwards.
Yeah, Premier was after.
I was never
Census.
I love Census though,
Census
but
was
don't get hit walking across the street because you don't park across the street.
Right.
Drunk, stumbling.
Right.
I was never a fan of Premier because the first time I went out drunk as a fool.
Yeah.
And the flow shake.
Right.
I
Well,
was
no,
like,
it's level 2, right?
yeah, level 2.
Yeah, level 2.
I was like, is this flow shaking?
And I was real high when I went in there, like the first couple times. And my paranoia, I would step back out on like the.
I'm like, yo, talk about this and the flow shake. It feel like an earthquake in here, bro.
And don't let them play the wrong song.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in the midst of the crunk era, and the flow shaking.
Gotti, if you had a drop, Gotti, the Gotti intro.
So, no, got an intro back then. Was it? I thought Slash would have been. He would have been.
Slash would have been hard. Him and the Bo Hagens had came out doing
Grey Goose.
Grey Goose. I'm on that Grey Goose.
Yeah.
Do I know you know? Yeah.
And the one that's running everything now is Love.
Yeah.
And Love has a decent vibe. I'm out the clubbing scene now, so I go like on January 5th, right? That's how I found this day. So I go. I ain't get to go this year because I was out of town, but it get packed quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, he brought that Miami, Atlanta vibe to Memphis, which I don't like that vibe where you have booth and it's not dance. Like people don't dance no more. It's fashion show and status show.
Well, I mean, he brought the city what the city wanted.
Yeah.
Like everybody when they in the club in Miami or when they in the club in Atlanta or Dallas, that's the vibe they want. Them the pictures that you want. This is the look that you want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm a club purist, you know. So
Yeah, so you want a ratchet Memphis club feel?
I want to walk out there joint sweating, windows steamed up. We had a time last night.
We had a time.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to do. I want to walk out like we had a time last night, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, you don't. I haven't had that vibe. My birthday party I had that vibe.
That was hard.
We had a time.
We had a time.
Yeah, but I'm not into that.
Yeah.
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 I went to. It was kind of disappointing when I went to my homecoming. That's the vibe people expecting now.
Yeah.
And like, if you can club in Miami, Dallas, or them clubs ain't big either.
Right.
Love is right on club. Love may be bigger than Cameo in Miami.
I got it. Like I said, man. Again, shout out to B Stain B, man. We went a lot of places last year. Miami. I was shocked that. Okay, so cultures are different. So Memphis, you bring a camera in the club in Memphis, cats gonna kind of look at you a little funny. You bring a camera in the club in Miami, and
First they let you bring it in.
first they let you bring it in, and then the girls are like, "Oh, lights, camera, action,"
Yeah.
and they instantly gravitate to it.
Gotta be somebody.
Yeah. So it gave me a feel of like they kind of like a show, where they like attention. Where Memphis is like, nah, we just came here to kind of turn up. Like that ain't really, yeah, different vibes, man. I think I like Dallas nightlife a lot better than a lot of other places that I've been. Like Dallas, their DJs on point. Like I love Memphis DJs. I will say that Memphis got top notch DJs. Like, cause Memphis expects a lot of you as a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like they want what they want. So you kind of gotta go ahead and get with the program because Memphis crowd are gonna let you know what's happening. You're right. So
That brings us to the last D&D.
the last D&D.
Yeah,
Shout out to Howard Q, man.
Yeah, shout out to Q. I saw it on the IG.
Yeah.
He said it's the last one.
Say it's the last one.
30 years.
You know how them stores be closing. Maybe like
Haverty's.
Haverty's been
Jolly, what is it, Jolly? What is the name? Jolly Roll.
Our final closeout markdown. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Everything must go. So, but he said, ain't no new music.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. I thought about going, like, bro.
You got to be over 30 to get
Over
in.
30, bro.
You can't be 29. It's some fine 29s that ain't going to get in there. That's hard.
But it's needed.
Yeah.
We need that. We need that outlet.
Yeah. I don't know. It's some ignorant 31-year-olds out here, though.
Evidently it is. Let's lean into that a little bit.
Yeah.
But if y'all listening this week and y'all think about something to do this weekend, go to the Gentlemen and Diamonds. Have a good time, y'all.
Yeah. Definitely do that, man. 3 The Hard Way Podcast, man. 3 The Hard Way
We just went
Podcast.com.
down nostalgia
Right.
with clubbing, and so I'm expecting it to be there.
Yeah.
I may go. I don't know, but we'll see. You talking about ignorant 30-year-olds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this wasn't. We wouldn't expect to talk about this, but
Right.
you spared this idea.
Okay. All right.
It's a man in Houston right now. Shot a robber. A guy that came in. He was robbing people at a taco spot, right, in a restaurant.
Yeah.
He robbing everybody. He walked past, taking everybody's stuff, and making them empty their pockets, right?
Yeah.
When dude walked past him, he stood up and shot him in the back of his head. It was just a civilian. He stopped him. He shot dude 9 times, right?
Yeah.
And
Is
gave
that the one he stood over him and gave him a last one?
Yeah. Okay. But he gave everybody money back, this, that, and third. Gonna find out it's fake gun. But the dude was 30 something. He was 30 or 31.
So he came into a place with a fake gun.
A fake gun, robbing everybody.
Yeah.
The question is, he's going to grand jury. I don't watch the tape.
Mm-hmm.
And in Tennessee, you can't do what he did.
Okay.
He shot him in the back of the head, like execution style almost, where as he passed him, you can say you feared for your life in Tennessee, but you ain't supposed to shoot nobody in the back.
Who's to say that I'm in fear since you did have this gun that when you get to the door, whoever's looking at you, you gonna
that's the case, and that's why I love law.
Yeah,
the lawyer can come and have that argument and make that statement, but from my vantage point, he gonna walk.
Yeah,
just because this how the situation went down. This is in Texas. They got a whole different gun laws, and they don't make.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, you can stand ground in Texas. In Tennessee, they just take it from you unless you fear for your life.
I'm fearful for my life.
So that's what he's saying. But the thing about it that makes it bad, he left. The guy shot him and left.
Oh.
So you supposed to stay, get processed.
Oh man,
take all your guns.
It's real life, man. You need a cigarette.
He probably was drinking.
Need a drink.
He probably was drinking already.
He probably was.
Because he was mad when he found out it was a fake gun. He threw it against the wall and everything.
He said, man, you made me clap you up for this.
No, but it just made me think about it when you said we got ignorant 30-year-olds. And I've seen a couple news articles. For some reason, I've been reading the news articles like, it's the 30-year-olds is acting fools now. It ain't the teenagers. Teenagers cutting up too, but it's them 30s, bro.
Well, see, everybody's 30s ain't the same. So you got some people who probably did something at 18, 19, and get locked up for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. So you 30 when you get out, and you really still a high schooler.
And they really got nothing to do. That's all they knew.
Yeah. So
I don't know, but that's wild to me. Like, the 9 shots, is that excessive? You're supposed to shoot them as many times as it takes to incapacitate them.
Oh, he was incapacitated off of shot number 1.
So is that excessive? So is that what the grand jury gonna pick up? It's an interesting case that I'm gonna follow and see what's going on because I'm a concealed carry, and I just kind of watch the cases as I watch the guy. The guy who died, mama cry on TV. I'm like, your son's out there acting a fool. Like
she don't love her
good for her, but I ain't got no sympathy for that, bro. Like, don't be out here tell your mama you a gangster and you doing gangster stuff. It's some stuff that come with doing gangster stuff.
Mama finna go rob this store right quick.
Yeah, all that. You with it all. Don't be trying to hide that from mama. Mama need to know. so she can take out this life insurance policy on
you because you
for being ignorant.
Yeah. So she could go on vacation after she puts you
in like let her go on, get prepared versus have on the news and all that. No, she need to be in the news with a fur coat.
Right.
Cause she knows she finna come into the song.
Yeah.
But I digress, bro. Like that just
yeah, I still think that's overkill though. Like,
you think it's overkill?
I think unless you got a switch on your gun, that means you got full control over it, and you're responsible for every bullet that you disperse from your vehicle. I mean, from your gun. So, if you pow, he fall, pow. That's 3 shots. So you got 6 more shots that you can give him. So he already on the ground. Towel. That's 5. So I got 4 more. Pow. Now I got 2 more. I'm on shot number 7, G. And pow, and I stand over him and give him the last one. Yeah, he been playing them video games, man. What's the video games that shoot? What's them shooting games?
Call of Duty.
He been on Call of Duty and he's been ready to give somebody.
I mean, it was perfect kill shot. The
first one is over with.
The first one, he was in the head. Yeah.
So he got 8 more that he giving after that because he plays.
Maybe Tupac he was dealing with. I don't know.
He been listening to rap music. And
But you don't know. You don't know what
it's me and my girlfriend. Tow.
No, but but gotta be in a weird place to take somebody's life.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't live in that world every day
Yeah.
where I want to take somebody's life. Like,
Yeah, but especially like living in Tennessee, everybody is the Wild Wild West. Everybody gets to carry a pistol now. Like that's interesting.
Remember I told you I seen that dude in the whatchamacallit with what he had? A Draco in his pants and a pistol with an extendo switch, 100 round on it.
Where was he at?
He's in a gas station. He posted on social media. He from Memphis. I need to know what gas station that is so I can stay out them parts of Memphis. It's not like I'm afraid. It's like I don't want to go near foolishness.
He got the Draco took and he got the extendo.
Yes, sir.
Just in case.
I don't know who your ops are, my friend. I don't need them ops.
They active. Whoever they are,
Bro.
You need both of them. Because that means you done got
That
rid
means
of
you can't shoot straight. You don't need all that.
But you got to hit a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like Pac-Man. You need power pellets in a lot of different places because you
need
got to kill all the ghosts.
You need to go to the range, work on that shooting. That's what you need to do.
Oh, man.
Then, what else happened? Oh, man. National football game.
TCU versus Georgia.
Massacre.
Who won?
Boy,
Georgia.
I forgot you don't watch football like that.
But like
How about-
TCU had
10
just
minutes-
surprised.
10 minutes into the game,
Yeah.
I sent a group to my friend, message to my group of friends, group me. I said, this finna get ugly, and it's finna get ugly fast. I looked up, it was 24/7.
Yeah.
They had no business being there.
Why?
Bro, it should have been
So
Ohio
you say
State.
you say TCU is not even supposed to be in that conference?
No, it's how the voting goes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you got to pretty much go undefeated. The computers
Well,
can't.
TCU was doing some winning now.
listen.
Like let's not.
They
let's
were,
not-
but all teams ain't made the same. So the voting goes a little bit of computer,
Yeah.
a little bit of press, and a little bit of coaches, right?
Yeah.
So that just
It's a little bit. There's a little bit of money involved
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Somebody
determines rank.
slid something up under the table to get. I think TCU came with the power move and said, "Hey,
They from
we
Texas.
got a
They
million.
got that oil money.
Yeah, we got that.
So it's that determines the rankings, right?
right.
So TCU and by the end of the season got to be top 4.
Mm-hmm.
So Georgia went Michigan and TCU.
TCU did beat Michigan, right?
Michigan shouldn't have been there no way
Why does Michigan not supposed
because it's an SEC thing. Like they don't want to get all.
to be? See, that's what
they
I don't like.
They
right
don't
there.
want the SEC
Uh-huh.
to be. They don't want it to be the top 4 teams in the SEC playing each other. But honestly,
But those are the hardest teams, though.
honestly, nobody played football like SEC. They beat up on each other every week, and then they go blow out anybody else
Right.
they play.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
Right.
We used to say Alabama was the 33rd team of the NFL. That's how good they
Yeah,
are. They were.
basically, yeah.
Now Georgia is probably the 33rd team in the NFL because he got some dogs over there.
Yeah.
But did you?
And your major players, for the most part, that make it to the NFL, come from the SEC. Like, let's be real.
So we got some dogs at Georgia, but is it coaching? Because I don't know if you heard Kirby Smart's speech. His is what they call it, profanity laden pregame speech, and I don't curse, so
Yeah.
they kind of hit me that people go back to the beginning where I don't curse. Like he cussed out every other word. Almost.
Go out
Right?
there and you gonna.
Yeah, but it fired them boys up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think it's like firing up X-Men. No, like the SEC recruiting, and I think they keep it a little bit more hush now, but there have been a whole lot of issues.
you can't worry about it. It's NIL now.
Yeah, so it's not even a thing no more. But prior to getting to that point, they kept the best players, and these kids come from a lot of underprivileged some got to be going on. Some got to.
It don't matter now. They can cover it up. It's NIL. Like
Right.
name, image, likeness. We will throw the bag at you,
Right.
and you do stuff like C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. He got enough money to buy all his team like suits or something like that. Like the bag. They're getting the bag now, so they can get name, image, and likeness in high school now.
That's hard.
So if you good enough, and
Think about it. If you was LeBron James in high school, he
would have been a
came.
billionaire a couple years ago.
Yeah, easily.
But
I wish they did nurses like that
nurses
or teachers.
I don't know.
Like I wish you could, because I mean it discourages so many people from doing other professions, especially young black men. Like they don't see a doctor out here looking like them and having those kind of media outlets and logos and stuff like that they can brand themselves to. Like you need to be some black doctors and lawyers that like put out.
And much as I love football, I hate that side of football.
Right.
Like I was talking about to my barber today. Is like it's almost modern day slavery.
Yeah.
They stroll out there in they smallest outfits and stand up there and say, "Oh, he got good arms. He gonna be a good
Take off running, boy.
Yeah,
Let me
gonna
see
be a good buck,
how fast you are."
So
yeah.
it's a little bit of that bothers me, but
The combine.
yeah, for the kids to get out, if it's that how they get out, it is. But I don't want everybody else to do it. That's partly why when I never been hands on stuff. Like I can't fix stuff. Not saying I can't. I can because I can do anything I put my mind to.
True that.
But I just don't.
Be trying to fix shit.
Yeah, enjoy it because 9 times out of 10,
I have seen you fix your dryer.
I can fix the dryer 100 times. I done done it enough. It's repetition. I done done it, so I get good at it. But I'm not gonna build nothing. I'm not fixing no fences or none of that. I make enough money to do it.
Yeah.
But when I got in my field, my field's very technical, and a lot of black people don't get into it. Like they don't like the math part of it. There ain't a lot of math. They don't like the analytical thinking. That bothered me. So I always made sure I stayed at a technical field. Like when you can get in IT and you can branch off and still code things and be technical, or you can go into project management where you're making sure the project's running along and all of that. I stayed on the technical side and I always tried to get high as I can because I wanted other black people to come in when they see it, like, oh, I can do it. Like kids look up to Michael Jordan, kids look up to Michael Parson. They want to play football. I wanted people who come in and join the company. If they met me, they knew me. They'd be like, oh, he's an architect. Oh, he's a technical expert. I can do it too.
I wanted to say pause
What?
when you said I wanted to get as high as I can. Sorry, continue. But I mean, just again, like, so where are your cameras? Where is your camera crew? Where is your marketing and your likeness? Why is your likeness not being projected to these young black men? See, that's my problem. Like, I think I got a chance to see other black people do things. It was mostly in like a church or religious set, but I liked what I saw. I liked seeing a pastor in a suit. Every time I saw him, he had a different suit on. Nice car. Talked respectfully, was respected because of what he said, and people could use that and do something positive with their life. Like that was something that made me say, okay, I like that.
We don't put value on that.
Right.
Go back to the money. We value the money. We value the lifestyle. We value celebrity.
Yeah.
If you can get to those things, working in IT, coding things, you don't get to celebrity status, or you didn't get it. Now you're starting to get it, but it's like the CEOs, like the Elon Musk of the world.
Yeah.
But the guys who's actually writing the code that Elon Musk is out there presenting is not getting the praise for it.
Yeah.
So, turn into the Highlander. There only can be one.
Yeah.
So, that person goes out front. That don't mean you still don't enjoy what you're doing. I think there's people don't understand that sometimes you have to be a cog.
A cog.
A
This
cog.
is the word of the week, G.
You have to be a cog in a machine.
What is a cog?
A cog.
Sprocket.
Yeah.
Sprocket. See, y'all Spacey Sprocket.
Did you ever catch that?
Yes.
In the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Like the Jetsons, Spacey Sprockets, they made Sprockets, and then Mr. Cogswell.
Okay,
He
yeah.
was a cog. They were doing
Okay.
the same thing, but it was different thing. But hey, Jesse was trying to teach us stuff back then. We just Astro. You know what I'm
Flying
saying?
cars.
We just want to look at Astro.
Yeah.
But we sometimes you just a cog in the machine, and like there's some special cogs out there, my brother. Like
That keeps some certain machines running.
This
like it's
machine
supposed.
won't work without this cog. Like
Right.
sometimes you need to take stop and smell the roses and appreciate how special of a cog you are in this machine. But that's not,
Yeah, I think again, this new era of social media, everybody wants to feel special.
but I am special.
and everybody is special.
Dolph got me saying it now.
That I'm special.
Yeah, I'm special.
I'm special.
I'm special. I tell myself that multiple times a day.
Yeah.
I took it from song and from Dolph. I think it's either smoke my weed or that's how.
Yeah.
He say all these chicks love me because I'm special. Then he say he's special like 3 more times. I'm like, huh.
We spoke it into existence.
It's an affirmation almost.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sailed the ship on the affirmation thing, but I do believe internalizing things works.
I think that when you cause your mindset to change because you're raised a certain way,
Yeah, but that's
you're
what
programmed a certain way.
that's what the affirmation doing.
Yeah,
It's training your
right,
mind to do that.
right.
And
so when you say you're past, you sail past the affirmations, like that's why I was like pause. Like for some people, they don't know that. Well, once you done put enough of that in you, that you've become that.
yeah,
and you can go from
maybe
there.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, you're past the point of where you needed to affirm.
Yeah.
You're there now, so you can move to something else because your paradigm is already where it needs to be.
Yeah.
On that, you know what I mean?
So, but I did steal that from Dolph. Like I say, I'm special.
special.
I tell my son that I got my son saying he's special now.
Yeah.
Like you special. Like you really need to like that cog. You are a special cog, my brother. Like you are good. So I'm special. You special.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are we going with that? I don't know.
I don't know.
We're gonna talk about how special Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp is.
That's a special situation because it's as close to racism as you can show.
I don't think
so.
I don't think so.
On TV, like
I think if you look at it in real time, sometimes we put stuff in slow mo and screwing the game up. But if you put it in real time, the kid got hurt, right?
Yeah.
20 minutes out, we really don't know what is happening. They were so tight-lipped. It was an hour later before you really found out. So when he tweeted, nobody really knew what was hurt. They knew he got it merged. So he's on to business.
Right.
He was like, what is the NFL going to do?
Right.
And people were like, oh, that's senseless. Oh, you shouldn't get it.
Yeah, I
didn't
get it. I like that. Like
I didn't either. In the course of this,
yeah.
He wasn't thinking about the kid like pushing harm on him or anything. He was
Right.
thinking of, hey,
How is the NFL gonna handle this particular situation? Because this has never happened before.
Yeah. So I don't think he was wrong for that.
Yeah.
And Shannon is a player,
Right.
and he's experienced being down on the field. He know what that's like, and he know what it is. So he took a day, didn't show up. Everybody else coming after about, oh, he shouldn't did it. I think you need to digest it separately instead of taking it holistically.
I think he didn't want to be seen with Skip Bayless until like the jury was out.
Yeah.
On what that like was he finna be fired tomorrow?
But Skip
or-
doubled down.
He did.
Which I respect as a man.
Yeah.
Like I said it, I'm gonna deal with it, but I think Skip also wanted his community or his listeners to understand all the pretext that's in there that says we didn't know. I was thinking about the business because it's a return on investment.
Yeah.
But we do treat players like products, like cattle.
Right.
Like we just said, they're true plantations, but I don't. It appears like a plantation.
And
what it would be like.
Skip's fan base are the number purists.
Yeah.
Are the rule purists. Like, the average white guy that's watching sports, he's not hey, I used to run and play football, or I used to dunk on people. No, I like the stats. I remember the coaches. I know who all played. Like their attachment to the game is a little bit different
Yeah,
than
and that's
some of ours.
That's ultimately what was happening. It was a civil war
Right.
between the analytics side and the actual players.
Yeah.
And the players were in an uproar at it because they're a player. They could be me, but from a
because I played football and I saw some people get hurt, and that does something to you because you like, man, I got to get back out here on this field and run and tackle and hit just like, and it could happen on any play.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna say it was overblown, but I think people need to be aware of context.
Yeah.
Context paints the picture differently versus what people were going against. I don't watch them anyway, so it's not a big deal for me. I don't like all this sensationalists with Stephen A., Skip Bayless, all these hot takes. I don't care for those.
I mean, I like the dynamic. They got sports analysts, they got sports writers and stuff like that, and then they got players. And so the dynamic of it, like that particular situation it stuck with me because I had a coach that actually died on the field. Well, he had a aneurysm on the field, and he died like the next day. So it was just, for me, it took me back to like, man, I remember when Coach Jackson, you know what I'm saying? RIP Coach Antonio Jackson. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well, so he was my O-line coach. So when you've had people like that you've known while playing the game and have something happen, that just brings you back to that point. That's like when you talk about you see the slave, something happened to one of your people that's out here, man, I got to go out here in the same field. I'm so tired of this shit. And Master them is like, my numbers ain't right, or I need, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different type thing, man.
But I love the game.
Yeah.
The game is so complex.
Right.
It's so intricate. It like the schemes is out there. It's nothing like football, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. It'll blow over.
Yeah.
Something else will happen.
Yeah, it will.
Darvin Hamilton, if people don't know, he had cardiac arrest on Monday Night Football. They canceled the game. First time in NFL in my lifetime that has happened. Now, he spent like 9 days in the hospital. No, not that many.
Yeah, it was like 9 days.
9 days in the hospital.
Yeah.
And they released him. He's released now.
Yeah.
It was a major outpour for him. His GoFundMe went from like $3,000 to $3 million.
Yeah, because I mean, in all actuality, he might not play another down of football.
They worked out his contract, and there'd been another conversation about the league doesn't have guaranteed contracts. It ain't like the NBA.
Right.
You get signed, they can cut you, and you don't get that money. The Bills are gonna work to pay him out his full contract versus putting you on injury reserve. Because injury reserve, you get a
stipend or what you?
No, it's a what is it? Prorated.
Yeah.
Of your salary. It's not the same $1 million salary you'll be on.
Yeah.
So be on IR, it's not good for people.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna give you 70,000
versus 300.
Yeah.
That brings us to the last one, y'all. We lost a legend.
Yeah, we lost a legend, man.
I probably grew up quoting more of her songs than I should have. One of my favorite verses, she got legendary verses. One of my favorite verses though is Late Night Tip.
Yeah.
Late Night Tip is like synonymous with who she was, and Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, man.
Lola Mitchell. Got You Shaking verse was hard.
Yeah.
She ain't disappoint.
See, my thing is, man, like I got a chance to actually be around her. And what I respect about her and Chat, like a lot of these other female rappers that you see coming out, they is not writing they shit. Somebody else is writing their stuff. I know they write theirs. Like, I've seen them in the studio. I've been behind the boards, press and record for Gangsta Boo. Got an opportunity to shoot a video. Me and G did Till the Day. Song on the project that the only project that her and Check have together called Witch. Me and G got a chance to work on that project. Good girl. Like, You know, everybody, you know, people say whatever they're gonna say about anybody, but actually having a chance to be around her, one of the like most uplifting people, like life of the party, coming to the studio. Shout out to R.I.P. to Wes, man, Wes Phillips. He had her and Chat signed to a record deal. Her, Chat, Lil White, Fraser Boy, and Jelly Roll. And I can't tell you how many nights we spent like up at the studio vibing and putting stuff together, man. Just like definitely, you know, person that's involved with their project wasn't acting all Hollywood and superstars, even though she had people. She would get so excited. Like we were on Twitter one night up at the studio, and I can't remember the girl's name. It was like this white chick that had kind of blew up.
Whoa, Vicky.
I can't remember who it was, but like she was like paid homage to Boo, and Boo was like, I remember she was so excited because she was like, damn, like it's so many people that I inspired that I don't even be thinking about that I inspired like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but from a female artist,
She was what we had, and she rap.
and you know, sometimes when you from the town, you don't think about the impact that some of these artists like have on the world. Like Gangsta Boo was one of the artists that inspired some of your favorite female artists.
Probably JT.
You see what I'm saying? Like cause Boo came out with that. I ain't the cute girl. I ain't the no. I'm.
They dressed
I'm
up.
the,
They got.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but she didn't come out like Lil Kim.
Nah.
Image was, you know.
Yeah.
No, Boo was one of the people riding in the Chevy type action. You see what I'm saying? Like
Carlos Miller got a joke he did on Twitter. He was like, no, he didn't. He did stand up. He said you gotta fall in love with a chick when she lean over and say some gangster stuff to you, like 12 up there by the hill.
you know what I'm saying?
That's Boo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't green about nothing. Like that's to me for a lot of Memphis niggas. That Boo is like the type of chick that you wanted because you ain't had to explain. Well, baby, I'm out here trapping. I'm out here doing this, doing that. Like she know what's happening in the streets for real. Man, it was just an honor to be one of the people that got a chance to kind of really be around her in her element and see her being creative and stuff like that, you know. And sometimes you see some of these other artists and it's a facade or it's like an image that they done put together or it's some songs that somebody done wrote and they done fed them to this artist to try to make them sound. No, that was them.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah. So R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll end it on that note.
Yeah, man. Well, that's 3 The Hard Way Podcast, man. Make sure you go to 3thehardwaypodcast.com. Check us out on Google Play, on Apple Podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get your podcast. OG Bobby P say, I'm still paying for this shit. Y'all go get this shit. But no, man, just been 3 The Hard Way Podcast, man. Y'all stay up.
All right.
The presence is greatness, bitch.